Now, as we know, the Saudi Arabia pretty much only has one export. So does countries like Dubai, Qatar, all of them. Pretty much oil is their only export. And the biggest issue with that, whether it's oil, salt, it doesn't matter. If your country only has one export, if the price drops with that, or if sanctions get put on your country, or let's say that the United States decided to scrap the deal of Saudi Arabia selling all of their money in American dollars, or sanction Saudi Arabia for what they do to their citizenry, whatever it is, they could tumble greatly, as Venezuela has far more oil. Venezuela, they have way more oil than Saudi. Well, I don't know about way more, but they have the largest oil reserves on earth, and their economy is very poor because of the sanctions put against them, and because they allowed themselves to pretty much completely develop around one export. So I say all that to say, so we can get into this, right? So MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, the leader of the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, he keeps on announcing all of these extremely expensive projects, right? And I don't know if you've seen a NEOM, where it's a collection of projects that's supposed to be $500 million. And then he announces other building projects for giant skyscrapers that are going to cost $100 billion or $200 billion. And over the past month and a half, I've added up about $200 trillion worth of expenses for these projects that they're supposed to build. They're about to build some giant tower in a city, but they never completed the giant tower, the Jeddah Tower. That was supposed to be taller than the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, but they never completed that. You know what I'm saying? So the NEOM, the city that's supposed to be just a straight line city for 170 kilometers, it doesn't make sense. Everything about it is basically just a 12th grade science project, and they're not going to finish these things. So now, of course, they're talking about spending $500 billion to build a ski resort in the middle of the desert. All right, so let's go over this just a little bit, because this is funny. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia will be an eye-catching nation in the coming years. No, it won't, because again, they have one export, and all the royal family does is enrich itself with it. A significant jewel of the glittering destination will be the mega project called Trojena, part of the $500 billion project NEOM City. Trojena will offer year-round outdoor skiing and adventure sports, and is slated to be completed in 2026. All right, well, again, now these countries have had decades to possibly, become experts in certain technologies or certain types of services or whatever it may be. And all they've done, again, the royal families have just enriched themselves. And now you're talking about spending all this money to build a ski resort in the middle of the desert. Meanwhile, the citizens are not getting any of this investment. So it's not sustainable. Said to be 33 times the size of New York City, the mountainous haven will house a ski village, an artificial lake, ultra-luxury mansions, and the Mirror Line. No, it won't. They're not going to finish this. 33 times the size of New York City. And this is what dictators do. They always build, we're just going to build it big. But what's the utility? It's fucking big, bro. That's the utility. It's huge. Motherfuckers can see my dick from space. That's the utility. That's all these motherfuckers be doing, man. They just be, look at my dick and my balls, both my balls hanging, swinging in the breeze. That's all this shit is. Because again, it's like Saudi Arabia is in the middle of the fucking desert, and y'all talking about building a ski resort 33 times the size of New York City. Come on. Come on. How much it's going to cost to fucking maintain this? Get out of here, man. And again, the biggest problem with this is that they announce projects and they don't finish them. Dubai, several man-made islands that they stop building. The Burj Khalifa, they have poop trucks that come every single day. Oh, hold on one second. I am live streaming. Say hello. Say hello, everyone.
What's goody? Coming live from the woods and jewels out here in St. Louis.
I got my screen share set up, so it's a little better now. Now I can show everybody the stuff I'm looking at. But no, I'll call you back though.
I just took down. I'm with Cinco. He live out here in St. Charles too. So if you want to pull up on us, right around the corner.
All right, bet I'll hit you up a little bit later. All right, for sure. Yes, indeed. That was my brother Walt. Hold up. But yeah, again, I'm gonna wrap this up. But I just thought that this was pretty funny because again, it's like these oil magnate nations that are ran by royal families that have had decades to invest in themselves properly. They're doing shit like this, and it's just stupid.